Y'all, welcome back. I know you haven't seen my pretty face in a long time, but we are live. And I usually don't do live. Usually, if you follow me on YouTube and every place else at YouTube at CVMK, I do pre-recorded. It's nice. It's neat, but it's a new me. It's a new season. Sports is here, and we got to cover it. That's why we coming to you live, and I had to bring my guy in, Steve-O Speaks from NBA Central.
Yeah, sure.
Because we have to get into it. It's been an amazing college season so far, an abysmal NFL season, but it's worth the chat. So before we go any further, I just want to remind you that this live episode is for you, by you, because of me too. Y'all enjoyed the little video. We'll be back with the episode.
Checking on you haters got bad news. Real dog.
All right, so Steve-O, man, there has been
hard.
Right. We're here in Chicago, and the Bears have been more than interesting. But before we get into the Fields, because Justin Fields, the last two games has looked like an all-star quarterback, but the previous 11, 12 were shaky, to say the least. A lot of reasons for that. So I want to begin to say, I looked at the schedule and I'm wondering, are we on the verge of a turnaround? Here's what I mean. Next game is against the Vikings. That could be a win. Raiders, that could be a win. Chargers, maybe that could be a win. Saints, that could be a win. Panthers, who are 0-4 right now, that's going to be a win. Lions, that's a toss-up. Vikings, toss-up. Lions again, toss-up. Browns win. Cardinals win. Falcons win. And then we end in Green Bay. Are we looking at the turn, or are we on the verge of a turnaround for the Chicago Bears season?
It's definitely possible. I ain't gonna say I'm confident in it, but it's definitely possible. Like all of those teams are definitely beatable. Like the only I like out of those names, like the ones that I'm really worried about, that I think a lot of people are kind of like brushing past is that Cleveland game. Yeah, they're not as that team they were as an explosive team, offensive per se, but their defense still real. And that defense is some people don't pay attention to. But everything else, always a division rival. That's gonna be a toss up. And I'm excited to see it because for one, this is our second game against the division team. Of course, we're 0-1 because we lost the first day to Green Bay.
Right.
So now we play our second time, and this is gonna really tell us what this team gonna do. Now I kind of look at this team similar to the team we just played, Washington Commanders. Not to say they're similar as a team, mainly their defense. I'm more concerned about their defense. I'm more concerned about us playing offense than the defense in their offense. I already know their offense is gonna cook.
Right.
But if we still get the type of pressure that we can get that we got against last on Thursday night, it could be a problem. Any pressure up the middle for a quarterback will cause problems. But like I've been telling my friends today, like, bro, Justin Jefferson probably gonna have a $180 because that middle of the field gonna be open. It is what it is. But if you could just make a couple key plays and you keep playing the same way y'all been playing the offense, that's definitely could be a win.
Are we looking? Is this a fluke? Right? Is this is Justin Fields this type of caliber quarterback? Or, has the last two games have been kind of what I call fool's gold, right? Like, we all know he's super athletic, right? So if he does anything athletic, that's not a shock. But dominating with his arm, leading with, his presence, making smart strategic throws. I thought, me personally, this was more of a tryout for the 2024 NFL draft, right? We were going to tank And, we're getting ready because we have about 10 quarterbacks that are probably going to enter into the, draft class that are really outstanding, right? And we'll talk about that in the next segment. Is Justin Fields the quarterback to go forward with?
I'll put it this way, as my man Pat the Designer has been saying, you gotta commit to somebody.
Okay.
You didn't done it with you went through Trubisky. Now you finna go through another one. We didn't went through the debacle with the Mike Glennon. We done went through the debacle to Jay Cutler. We done went through the debacle to Trubisky. At some point, you're gonna have to commit. Are we gonna have this same issue if we decide to go to Caleb route, or if we decide to go to Drake May route? You gotta commit to somebody. And to me, I feel that like everybody's worried about the consistency. Like, yes, he has to be consistent as a quarterback, but at the same time, we can't sit here and say that everything around him has been consistent. And when we seen him have a consistent line, we've seen him get weapons. We've seen him dominate games with his arm before, and not to this caliber. Because for one, last season they seemed like they kept him under a 20 to 25 attempt below line. You couldn't go above it. Now they're allowing him to throw it 30, 35 times.
Sure.
And that's one of the main things I wanted him to do was like, you have to allow him to throw. You got to allow him to mess up. Like now I'm seeing those throws like that Washington game. You got a touchdown here, got a touchdown there. Miss DJ, came back, got DJ again. I need him to go through those times where he just missed a throw. I need him to go through those times where he's just allowing the game to go as itself. But the main thing is, now that you're changing the game plan around his skills, moving him outside the pocket, then allowing him to shoot, to throw in a shotgun or wherever you want to do it, then it starts to pick up. He's more comfortable. All you had to do was make him more comfortable, and you see what he could do.
But you said you got to commit to somebody, and this is where I'll push back. The Bears let go of Chase Claypool, right?
All right.
Correct, after the Thursday night game, which is funny because they, moved heaven and earth to get him, and then he didn't. Well, I mean, maybe not heaven and earth, maybe just purgatory.
This is a second round pick.
Okay, but he moved enough to get him. Let him.
It was
go.
an L. It was definitely an L.
It was an L, right? And then we do it for another second round pick. We're kind of stacking the deck. What message are you sending the fans when you start just getting rid of people without proper or prior knowledge?
I think we've seen this coming. Like, soon as he said what he said, and then they said that they told him once we found out they asked him to stay home. I was like, he's getting traded before the month is over. We all knew that. Like, I think out of everybody on this team, plus when you see ever since he left, the offense looks way much smoother. So like I don't think it sends a big message. Like, it'd have to be somebody of like immense value for, like, if we was to just randomly trade like TJ Edwards or trade like a Britzker on a random, like, then the city gonna be like, whoa, wait a minute, what you doing? Like, I think everybody's seen this Claypool. I think the Claypool move was more of like, now I'm looking at polls like, I don't know if you know how to pick some wide receivers. First it was Valens that you breached to get in the third round. Now he a gunner. He not even catching. He can't even catch kickoffs. Now then you pick Claypool. It's like not. It's like, to me, it's like, now I'm looking at polls like, I don't know if you know how to pick a wide receiver. I don't know if you can assess talent in the wide receiver department.
That might be fair. I'm looking at the update for the game. 2 seconds left, 27-24. Colorado is up by 3 to Arizona. And it's at the 9, 2nd and 18. So basically they're a play away from winning. Let's assume here Colorado wins this game, right?
Right.
Colorado is 4-2. The 2 games they were expected to lose, they did. They get a resurgence, and now all eyes are back on Prime. Is this a build-up for next year, or really can they do some magic in the Pac-12?
I kept telling y'all, if y'all looking for something to happen this year in the Pac-12, it's not happening.
Why not?
It's not. They're not ready. They don't have a team yet. Like the fact that y'all got 17 transfers was already crazy. But when it comes to the thick of things, especially in college, you have to have a D line and O line. If you don't have a D line and O line, you're not going to do nothing. You can have all the skill talent in the world, but if your quarterback can't throw it to him, it don't matter. It is the corners can't guard everybody for that long. It's the Pac-12. Pac-12 has some of the most craziest offenses you will ever see. It's not like it's different between like the SEC. Like it would be even worse because then you run into some of the greatest wide receivers you probably ever gonna see. Then you got an old line that's crazy. Then you have a running back running you the whole game. It just is there. I was telling everybody, if you gonna root for them next year. Because that's when everybody gonna be like, I'm going to Colorado. I commit to Colorado. I'm going to Colorado. Go Prime. That's when you're gonna get that. These next year to year 2 to year 3 is when they're gonna be making some noise for real.
That's fair. Look, I want to break
Plus
down
the transfer portal.
The transfer portal. I think by the end of this year, I do have them having a winning season. I don't know about national championship, but I do have them making some noise. Obviously, as you stated, the offensive line and defensive line is sketchy, to say the least. No big guys. You need thickums. I've been saying this. Without thickums, you will not. I watched Kansas play today, and they just got big, meaty players. And the problem is, like,
and
that's
Colorado
how you
wins.
Right. That's how you win in college. That's how you win in the NFL. But look, I want to break down the top college quarterbacks. I want to play a clip from Justin Fields' interview, post-game win, and talk about maybe that transition to see where his head is at. And then I want to go into it because I think we're overlooking quarterbacks like Drake May, like Jordan Travis. I think we've given a lot of attention to the Bo Nixes of the world and others. But there are some standouts that we really have to pay attention to. Quick word from our sponsors.
There's a hero in all of us waiting to be unleashed. All it takes is just that one last push. Activate the hero within with CVMK Global Supplements. All natural, steroid-free, designed to enhance performance, build muscle, and increase energy. You are unstoppable. You can do this. Become your own hero at www.cvmkglobal.store.
Look, y'all get it today. The whey, the protein is out. The only whey isolate protein you ever need. That's why it's called the whey. It's in chocolate. Get it today. It dropped this month. Also, you got Superpower. You got salt. You have Saucy. You have Warrior Thirst. There's so many you can choose from. Why not be the best you? Unleash your inner hero. www.cvmkglobal.store. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you a discount. 15% off. B-Way, THEE -WHEY. 15% www.cvmkglobal.store. Look, I want to get into it. I'm going to share the screen. I want to look at... Hopefully this goes. We've gone through this before.
I'm kind of crazy. You got Jordan Travis over the quarterback in Washington.
No! Well, look,
I'm kind of shocked about that.
Who is the best? Right. And okay, fine. That might be fair. I do have Jordan Travis. You can eat me up for this. But I think these are the 5 best college quarterbacks. You can get at me, not in any particular order, but I'm going to go from here. Number 1, Caleb. Number 2, Shador. Number 3, Bo. Number 4, Drake May. Number 5, Jordan Travis. What are your thoughts?
To me, I haven't got enough tape on Jordan Travis to say he's even in the top 5 yet. I think he's in the top by conversation just because how good Florida State has have a renaissance this year. And but if I had to rank it,
yeah.
I'm going Caleb 1, Drake May 2, Bo Nix 3, Shador 4th. And for some reason, I can't say that. I can't say that without find out his name. I'm sorry. I gotta do it. I gotta go Caleb first,
Okay.
Drake May second, Michael Penix Jr. 3,
Jeez.
Bo Nix 4, Shador 5th.
How does Shador drop to the bottom of the 5?
Because you haven't beaten anybody.
It's not true. He beat TCU.
TCU is one of the worst defenses in college. I keep telling you this. Like I get it. They played in the championship, but they're like Notre Dame. Their conference sucks. So every time they're going to dominate their conference, and they're going to have a high 3 or 4 seed. That's just how it works.
He just won today. They just won. I just looked at the
and who they play.
They played a 1-0, now a 5 team in Arizona State, the Sun Devils.
No, I thought you was talking about TCU.
I'm talking about Colorado.
I mean, Arizona State ain't been nothing for years. Like that's been an Oregon stomping ground over there. They do have some nice uniforms though.
They do. Look, here's my projection. I think, all considered, talent for talent, if you evaluate a quarterback from the neck down, head ability, right, IQ, eyesight, accuracy, arm ability, not including athleticism, Shador might be 2/1. I mean, Caleb is 1 because he just looks like a player.
By your breakdown,
yes,
I put him over Bo.
I'll put him over Bo. Yeah,
I put him over Bo. But when it comes about talent and like understanding the game, I don't think he's still at the level of Michael Penix Jr. and Caleb Williams and Drake May. It's just the experience. These dudes been playing some of the. I get it. I'm not saying that he can't. I just have to see him do it because it's a difference. No matter what nobody say. Yeah, I'm not saying he cannot play against these great players, but it's just like the NFL. We gotta see it because, hey, no matter how many times they say Andrew Luck is one of the greatest college quarterbacks we ever seen, we still had to see it translate in the NFL.
We did.
We still had to wait for Trevor Lawrence for it to translate. We waiting for Justin Fields for it to translate. We gonna have to wait for Caleb Williams for it to translate. I said it today in the Discord. I said I'm gonna be mad if we get to a situation where the Bears draft Caleb Williams and this mug is RG3. I'm gonna be so mad because that's the way the game works sometimes. Like no matter how good you see somebody, the game and at the next level in anything is different. It don't always translate. Now, so far, by the teams he's beating is no slouch. TCU is no slouch. Yeah. But Drake May, Caleb, they have beaten some teams more than once.
True.
So that's my whole thing. Like, will Caleb become probably one of the talented ones out of here? Maybe. Just like I was completely wrong about Shador. How we thought, I'm not Shador, CJ Stroud. We always talk about Bryce. We ain't nobody talking about Bryce now.
You're right.
It's the CJ show.
I wasn't sold.
I wasn't sold. I mean, don't get me wrong. I ain't gonna do it. He's talented, but like I said, he's so small that he's the type of quarterback where you have to have a top 10 to top 5 O-line at all times, or he's going to die. I've literally seen that man get put in a full Nelson tackle. I don't even know how that's possible. I'm so serious. I thought he died. I was like, bro, bro, I'm so scared for a D tackle to grab him. I'm glad that the Donegan school is not playing no more. I'm like, bro, I promise you, like, and it has nothing to do with his height. It's the frame.
Sure,
it's his frame.
I mean,
but I still, yeah.
Tua small and Tua's having an impact, so you can't necessarily.
But Tua got big.
He gained about 15, 20 pounds. Yes, he did.
Yeah, yes, he did. And that's my thing. If Bryce was built like Russ, I think nobody would be tripping. Because he's about the same. He's about Russell Wilson.
Right. Yeah,
because he's about the same height, but Russ like 230.
Russ actually has some size on him. Like,
he's a big guy. Yeah, he's not little.
Smaller. No, he's a big guy. He's a big guy. Let's switch gears. NBA.
Speaking of NBA, I'm trying to see, did y'all win tonight?
Oh, the preseason. I saw
losing.
We're losing. It's
98-84.
Yeah, it's the preseason. I don't put much faith in the preseason.
And Street Clothes playing.
Who is?
Street Clothes.
Oh, AD.
Got 15-5 right now.
Oh, it's not bad.
D'Angelo Russell hooping 15 points.
Yeah.
Rui Hachimura got 12.
Yeah. I mean, it's first of all, we're playing Golden State. It's the preseason. They're not going to take this seriously. I mean, we won the second quarters. No, we did. We lost second quarter, 31-32. Okay, whatever. Yeah. So, it's the preseason. We don't take this stuff seriously, the preseason. But anyway, so back to what I was saying. My original premise was LeBron's 21st year.
Man.
Dedicating this to Bronny. Is this a run, or is this is this the Kobe, I mean, obviously LeBron, so somebody showed us that most points per game from any player over or in the year 21 or above is 9, right? And LeBron is projected to be at about 21, 22, right? Is this a Laker run, or is this just another year, high jersey sales, revenue, marketing, but no real competitiveness?
It's all up to health and constant adaptation. Because one thing I don't want this team to do is get comfortable doing what they did last year, because people are going been watching tape now. And I'm looking for it. It's like 3 keys I'm looking at: health, coaching, and development. I'm looking at I want to see tremendous development out of Austin and Rui. If y'all have a nice, not even a huge boost, if y'all get a nice boost like the way he's playing tonight, Rui Hachimura and Austin Reeves, y'all can have a real shot, because y'all dangerous. Y'all have a lot of size. Y'all have a lot of defense around y'all, and y'all potentially have a lot of shot makers.
Potentially.
Yeah, so we still got to see it, but and also I would say look at the Russell. D'Angelo Russell situation. He it's not that he ain't talented. I just don't know if he fits. And if you do, you got to find a way for him to fit.
You do. I've been questioning. Is this a Rob build up for a big trade? And the problem is, who is there to trade for? Dame.
You never know. This what you always. It's gonna be a disgruntled superstar or a disgruntled player, at least one every year.
That's true.
Just I've been telling people, keep your eye on Trae Young.
You know what? Trae Young to the Lakers for D'Angelo, Christian. We can give about 4 people, honestly, for Trae Young.
Yeah, Trae is another weird. It's kind of weird to build around him, and putting him next to AD and LeBron ain't a bad idea to me.
Not at all, because they're gonna let Trae be Trae. Trae balling.
And he can affect, bro. I just thought about it. Like the amount of fouls they would get, because he understands the way. That's why I always say I don't really compare him to Steph, because the way they attack the ball, he know how to find fouls, if that makes sense.
Are you trying to say he's more aggressive than Steph Curry?
No, because I think Steph goes to the hole knowing I'm going to get this layup and I'm going to try to get an and one. I think the way Trae is, he realizes his speed and his herky-jerkiness that he can almost, I don't want to say ref bait, but it's not almost ref baiting, because it's it is only when he jumped back into him. Yeah. But he is starting to master the okay, he's on my back. Let me floater it real quick and to get the foul. And he's knocking that floater down.
I agree. Look, we're going to take a break here for my sponsors. I want to cover Giannis and the Bucks because
jeez.
I had them. I had them
Yeah.
going far, and then Boston made a move, and now
Mhm.
I'm starting to rethink my pick. Quick
Yeah.
word responses.
I literally just tried the best pre-workout on the planet. With Superpower pre-workout, you have increased focus and a power boost every single time you work out. It's not only packed with 225 milligrams of caffeine, but it also has citrulline and creatine. It's insane how much energy and focus I had during my workouts. If you're ready to take your workouts to the next level, then ditch your current pre-workout and get the Superpower pre-workout to be your own hero.
Y'all, if you're taking stuff like Lit, Total War, Zoa, you're doing yourself a disservice. I want you to win right now. I want you to go into the gym workout already sweating, already looking like you done worked out. And the only way you're going to do that is by taking Superpower. When you take Superpower, you'll have all the superpower you need. www.cvmkglobal.store. Trust me, you only need half a scoop. Trust me. Superpower. Yo, so we talk about Milwaukee, right? Milwaukee makes this amazing trade for Dame, and I'm thoroughly impressed. I'm happy for Dame. He's out of there. He's out of that toxic situation. He gets to be in a winning franchise with a champion in Giannis. But the thing about a true winning organization is they always have one up their sleeve. Boston Celtics said, fine, you let go of Drew. We need a point guard, and we need to get tougher. Let's go get Drew, right? Boston signs Drew Holiday. And now I'm thinking, maybe, just maybe, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are really going back, and they're going to finally get a ring with Drew.
Bro, this is the greatest replacement you could have got for Marcus Smart.
It is.
This really is. Like, this was the missing key they've been missing this whole time, a point guard. And this is why I'm kind of irritated, because I'm irritated at my team, because we realize how important Lonzo Ball was. And he's the closest guy we gonna get to Alonzo Ball.
True.
And we didn't scoop him. Well, I don't think we had the anything to scoop him, but yeah, I said the move was Bucks was gonna probably be that. It's not the same no more. It's really not the same no more, because you also gotta look at health when it comes to Milwaukee. Dame is probably one of the most injured shooters I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like, the man had a abdominal issue at the beginning of the season last year. Like, that don't normally happen. It's just like even at least Steph he goes through his injury here and there, but he's starting to get that. He gets it together. It's almost unpredictable when it comes to Dame now. And then we're starting to see, we're starting to get Giannis to get a little bit banged and bruised, and which is expected the way he plays basketball. So it's just understandable, but he did fall on his tailbone kind of hard, so I kind of understand that. But Chris Middleton, he's probably the least healthy in that whole lineup, and he can be a real good glue guy if he's turned to anything he was before he got that contract. But yeah, I think that Eastern Conference Finals should be crazy.
It really will be. It really will be.
I really hope that's the matchup that we see.
I'm calling it now. Boston versus Bucks. Boston will win in seven against Milwaukee, and they will play.
And the only way I say Bucks win is Dame got to go berserk.
Dame does have to go berserk. And I'm going to call it for those haters out there, for the Roger Walls, for the Denzel Goodman, for the Tyler Banks, for the Chris Taylors, for the Naaman Williams, for the Pastor Kevin Doris, for the Pastor Naaman Williams.
Oh, not Chris. What Chris say?
I'm calling it right here. LeBron will win his 5th ring this season.
Oh, Jesus.
And he will be officially enthroned as King of the GOATs. Jeez. You heard it here. You heard it first on the CVMK show, because it is.
I ain't never heard that before.
It is what it is, because it is what it is out here. Steve-O, man, I
King
appreciate
of the
it. We're gonna
goats.
do live Saturday nights. it's fall now. You want a
Hey,
late
for
night show?
real.
We'll give it to you late night. Steve-O, man, where can they connect with you?
Hey, follow me on Steve-O Speaks at all my social media platforms. Follow me on NBA Central as well as the rest of the Central fam. I dibble a dab in all of them. So yeah, just let me know. I'm over there.
He is, and you'll see him over here too.
Yeah, we might have to come up with a little schedule for these NBA games.
We do just post game analysis. Be like, look,
Right.
we need to. NBA needs to pay us. They don't know how much advertising.
Now we definitely gotta do something about this that tournament, the early tournament.
Oh yeah, that midseason tournament is gonna be heavily covered.
For sure.
Heavily covered. NBA, holla at us. We want checks. Look, we just want 10 grand a month a piece.
Bro, just to put the logo in the top right corner.
Just put the logo. We'll show all this stuff. We'll be as PC as you need us to be. We just
I
want
promise
10.
you.
We want 10K a month, and we will air amid the midseason tournament recap.
We can even sound like TNT if you want us to.
Yes, we can. We got
I
him
could
down
be
pat.
Stephen A. He could be Charles Barkley.
He
I
was
could
like,
turn into Shark.
he's like Skip. I mean Skip. Hey, he kept calling Stephen A. Smith.
Skip.
Skip.
It's okay. It's okay. It's been 6 years.
6 years. He's like,
6
Skip.
years.
Oh, no, that's embarrassing.
Man, I don't care. He got the craziest clip this year already. That man said they can't stop a parked car with a Uzi. I almost fell out, bro.
That man, Shannon Sharp, Mr. Hennessy himself. He is Mr. Hennessy. No,
And them Russian creams.
right. That's it, Mr. Cognac. But y'all, YouTube, subscribe, like, comment, CVMK, Instagram, all of them. I almost just threw out just one, not just CVMK33, CVMK _global. Do you know we're at 30,000 followers? Don't you want to be 31,000? Actually, we're at 32,000. Don't you want to be part of the number? All the cool kids are there. They should be there too. It is what it is _show. And until next time, guys, thanks.